Support for perimenopause and menopause in the workplace is on the rise. Some employers are really leading the way on this, and others are very much at the beginning of their journey. I'm delighted to have with me today Emma Ward, Benefits Manager at DHL, to share with us her insights on what actions DHL is taking. Emma, why is focusing on menopause and perimenopause support so important to DHL right now?
Yeah, so we are a workforce of around 37,000 employees, but we have actually about 70% of them are male. So actually a lot of people would go, well, then it doesn't really make sense to focus on the menopause. But, we've got 30% of women who are sort of in that later stage of life, who we know are going to experience the menopause in the workplace. But we've also got this 70% of our workforce that are either line managers, they're peers to these colleagues. They've got family members at home that are also going to experience it. And we know from the research that, the menopause, perimenopause, it impacts everybody, whether you directly go through it or whether, you know somebody that is going through it. And with 1 in 4 of those women experiencing the menopause quite on an extreme level, and often in the workplace, I think it's really important that we, one, have the support, but we also have the awareness. We've been really pushing awareness, as well as trying to show our line managers ways they can then support those employees.
So just picking up on that, you're pushing awareness and showing, you mentioned the word support there. So which aspects of perimenopause and menopause does DHL support well?
So as we said, we are very early in our journey. We've done a lot on awareness and education so that we can try and get our line managers aware of, what is the menopause, what sort of are the symptoms, and how can it then impact on, an individual, how can it impact on productivity, but also how can it impact on a team. So we've done a lot of education. We've introduced a video that really gives an overview of, what is the menopause, what are the symptoms, how can that then impact somebody, just to try and create that awareness and that empathy for what someone might then be going through. We've also worked with our gender network as part of our diversity and inclusion agenda, who have done some fantastic work of getting sort of peers to tell their stories, who have helped signpost us to some really great charitable resources that people can use, and really just bring that awareness. So we are very early and we are very much starting with that education side, but we do hope that going forward we will be able to put more in place.
And we were talking before this about there's lots of plans in the pipeline at DHL. So can you tell us about some of your future plans in this broader area of gender health?
Yeah, so I think we are definitely about to go on a big journey over the next year. We really want to broaden what we're actually going to term family health. So we're going to try and look at all aspects from men and women's health, so endometriosis, PCOS, prostate cancer, sort of those health issues that people tend to kind of shy away from, and try and bring more awareness and more support around that. We want to look more at fertility and the support we give for fertility, as well as look at our family policies. So our family leave policies, we'd like to look into those and sort of update those and make them more family friendly. And then we really would like to start broadening the support we have for carers as well, because we do believe that that is quite an important aspect of family health, especially as we're seeing more and more of this sort of sandwich population with people having young children at home, but also caring for sort of elderly family. So I think, we're looking at the support, we're obviously looking at the benefits associated with that, but for us it's a big thing on education and educating people on all of those different areas, whether you're going through it yourself or you're a line manager for someone who might be going through it.
Absolutely, that sounds so interesting, and I want to wish you all the best with what you're planning to do now and going into the future. It's so useful to find out what leading employers such as DHL, who we know tend to do good work around well-being, what you're doing on gender health, which is in some ways relatively new within the well-being space for many UK employers, and I guess even globally. So huge thank you to you, Emma, for sharing with us exactly what you're doing and what your plans are at DHL.
Thank you.